Scamsters. They defraud retirees out of billions each year. It doesn't matter how educated we are or how sophisticated we seem, the older we get, the more susceptible we become. And with 10,000 baby boomers turning 65 each day, scamsters are having a field day. For more than 2 decades, Joe Borg has been on the front line battling the scamsters and protecting Main Street investors from fraud and abuse at the Alabama Securities Commission.
We license and we regulate the industry, the legitimate parts, and the illegitimate parts, well, those we prosecute. We will, when necessary, indict or prosecute criminals for stealing from Main Street investors.
Under his leadership, the ASC boasts a conviction rate of more than 95%. In short, Borg and the ASC are a fraudster's worst nightmare.
Okay.
One issue they've been going hard after is senior fraud.
Seniors, those 60 and older, their assets are in the trillions. And therefore, that is a very attractive prize for scamsters and con artists to go after.
As Borg has seen all too often, a scamster's approach is two-pronged, starting with friendliness and followed by scare tactics.
They will attract investors, especially seniors, by pretending to care, by keeping notes about what they talk about, and they give them the attention maybe they're not getting somewhere else. On top of that, when they get their trust, then in comes the fear factor. What happens if you run out of money? What happens if your kids are not there to take care of you? I've got a way to solve that problem. Let's invest in whatever it may be. And usually the best scams ripped right out of the headlines because there's a grain of truth to it.
Borg has a list of scams to look out for to help protect your hard-earned money.
If you're going to look at the frauds in general, affinity fraud that's connected to cultural, ethnic, religious, or fraternal. Let's watch out for things like high-yield scams, like the prime bank notes. Let's watch out for oil and gas when the rates start going back up. We want to watch out for those Iraqi dinars that somehow are going to magically all of a sudden be worth a lot of money. And let's watch out for what we call cryptocurrency. Currently, Bitcoin is one type that could fluctuate up and down and could be gone tomorrow. Seniors have to be vigilant when it comes to their money. They worked hard for it, all their lives for it. If you're not going to take care of it, what makes you think somebody else will? You are the first line of defense.
Although fraud comes in many forms, there are many ways to protect yourself.
What happens with our older generation is they're more trusting. If you don't know who it is, maybe you don't need to make that phone call. If you do take that phone call and it's somebody you don't know and they're trying to be your friend and you don't know where they came from, hang up the phone. John Smith wants me to invest $20,000 in an oil and gas deal, and I'm going to take money out of my CD or my bank to do it. Well, who is John Smith? Is he licensed? Is he registered? The best thing investors can do, and of all ages, not just seniors, find out if they're licensed. And it only takes a phone call. Any state securities regulator or broker check on the FINRA website. Besides just checking with the state regulator, call your local DA, district attorney's office, county attorney's office. You can also check with the SEC in Washington, D.C. Just plug in sec.gov on a website, and their numbers will pop up as well. One of the big warnings we give to seniors right now is when their bank supposedly sends them an email and says, gee, somebody may have gotten into your account. We want to verify it's you. Please give us your name, your address, and your password to your account. No bank, no financial professional that's legitimate will ever, on the internet, ask you for your password, your account number, unless you go to their website first. Never, ever respond to somebody that's asking you for information. Clear out, start fresh. I think the biggest fear factor for some of our seniors is that if they ask for help, they think their family is going to think they can't handle their affairs, and that's just not true. Don't try and do it on your own. Seek other competent help, perhaps a trusted advisor, your banking friend, a lawyer, maybe even members of your own family if there are folks that understand the financial markets.
And if you do suspect you're a victim of fraud, don't be afraid to report it.
If you do see it, don't be embarrassed to report it. I guarantee that if you've been taken in a scam, you're not the only one that's in the same scam. And just think, if you report it early enough, not only maybe can we get some of the money back, but maybe some of your closest friends won't get scammed.
Find out more by visiting wi65.org or follow us on Facebook and Twitter.